Well, if it isn't me, your old pal, Mac Weldon. Listen, before we dive into Spontaneanation today, let me tell you something. If you ain't already heard, my name's Mac Weldon. I make underwears, socks, t-shirts, and other stuff. It's better than whatever you're wearing right now. I got smart design, premium fabrics, and I offer a simple shopping experience. I'm a man, an unpretentious man, uncluttered in my life, despite being a Texas billionaire. I want to give back to the world with comfortable underwears, t-shirts, and socks. Okay? That's me. That's me, y'all. In addition to looking and feeling great, all of my products are crafted with natural fibers that have built-in performance capabilities, so they work hard too. Now, look, I don't care who you are. If you're listening to this show, you're a good person. There, I said it. That's a blanket statement that's positive for a change. So you deserve this, because I know you work hard, whatever you do. I hope you're not working hard at doing something bad and you're conflicted. I just hope that. I hope you're not like Hitman with a heart of gold, something like that. Don't kill. It's a sin and it's rude. I even got a lot of silver underwear. Yeah, back to the products. I even got a lot of silver underwear and shirts that are naturally antimicrobial. Now, this is where my Hitman rule is suspended. If someone's taking a contract out on microbes, go with God, my friend. Eliminate them. Like they cause odor, which I eliminate with my underwears. All that and everything is shipped right to your door. If you don't like your first pair, keep it. I'll refund you still. I ain't going to ask you any questions. Why would I talk to you if you're not happy? I like to surround myself with happy people. It's the secret to life. Wink. I'm winking at you. Go to MacWeldon.com. Get 20% off your purchase using promo code PFT. You're helping out the show. You're helping out yourself. For what it's worth, you're helping out me. All right? Listen, I'm not an emotional man, but I love y'all. Crossover month continues. Thank you, singer. Hey guys, it's Paul. Thank you for listening to Spontaneanation. It is still crossover month, and this week we have one of my favorite groups, Big Grande. Big Grande are a group of guys that work out of UCB. It is Dan Lippert, Jon Mackey, Ryan Rosenberg, and Drew Tarver, and together they are hilarious. And they have a podcast called Teacher's Lounge that I'm a huge fan of. And I definitely wanted to have them as part of this month. Teacher's Lounge is hilarious. It's just plain silly. What they do is just, it's absurd, and it just builds and builds and builds. And I think that the improv that we do on this episode today is a pretty good indication of the kind of thing you can expect from Teacher's Lounge. I really think you should check it out. If you like my show, I think you'll like Teacher's Lounge. You can find it on Stitcher Premium and Howl.fm. Just a great show. Really funny guys in our chat. I really, really enjoyed it, and I think that you will too. So there you go. I think that's all you need to know. There's still tickets on sale to see Spontaneanation live at the Bell House in Brooklyn, November 12th. So please do come and checking it out. Hey, checking it out. Also, Super Ego, we're doing a Super Ego Forgotten Classics live for the very first time on Saturday the 11th. So that's Saturday the 11th at the Bell House. Super Ego Live presents Forgotten Classics. Sunday the 12th, Spontaneanation Live. Me, Eban, Eugene Cordero, Tony Newsom, Little Janet Varney, and special guests. Please, please, please treat yourself to me. I love you. Welcome. Welcome. Everybody, welcome to you. I'm so happy to welcome you to the show that is happening now. My speech pattern? Not great? Irritating? Who was the first person to pioneer that type of talking, where they weren't asking a question? They were making a statement, but their voice went up at the end. And how is it allowed to continue? Was it, it's like that legend of the king of, I don't know, fucking Spain, this guy who had a lisp. And so everyone started adding a lisp to their S's so that he would feel better. Look, if you're a king, you can make that shit happen. And all props to you, your majesty. So was it someone of great power? Was it, I don't want to say King Herod from the Bible, because I feel like it doesn't go back that far, but a lot of inflection is lost in text. So when we read the words of Scripture, we don't know, for example, if Jesus Christ went, "Blessed are the peacemakers? Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." And I mean, he was so nice. He was so nice that nobody was going to critique the way he spoke. He brought someone back from the dead. Do you think there were conversations where people were like, "Have you noticed the thing that Jesus Christ does where he goes up at the end, but it's..." Yes! Ugh! Drives me crazy. How excruciating was that Sermon on the Mount? It was like 80 questions in a row. I would never say anything to that. I mean, neither would I. Of course not. He's great. What do you think about when he said, "I will make you fishers of men"? Was that weird? Well, I think what he meant. No, I know what he meant. It was just weird that he said it at all. Whatever, I like him. I like him. Ugh, don't make it like I don't like him. He's my best friend. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest to have a free-form conversation with me, inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals to join me for a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes, inspired by a location which will come from somewhere. More on that later. Does it include details gleaned from my conversation with the aforementioned special guest? Sometimes. Sometimes not. What I'm trying to teach you is nothing is consistent in this life. I'm not always going to be here, guys. Listen, I want you to start preparing for a time when I'm not going to be around. But podcasts will still be coming out because we've recorded them in advance. That's going to be unsettling. Now, I'm saying one of two things. Either I'm going to die very soon, or the podcast will go on for quite a long time. I know that I prefer one scenario to the other. Let's throw it open to the phones. We want to hear from you. Text 1 for yes, 2 for no. That will apply to everything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, crossover month continues. Last week we had our friends from, was that last week? No, it was 2 weeks ago. Shh. Last week, first we had our friends from $1 Jillion Properties. Then we had Super Ego last week, and this week, another podcast. Boo. Text 2 for no for that one, guys. Another podcast collective. They were a live performing quartet that turned into pod people. Mm-hmm. There's no better way to say it. But I guess this time, Big Grande is here. Yeah. Hello. We'll go around the table. Dan Lippert is sitting right across from me.
Hello.
That's what Dan sounds like.
This is my voice.
Right?
Yeah.
Has it always been your voice?
No. I had a different voice that was not this one, but that was my voice for a while.
Was it a high-pitched, squeaky voice?
I was high-pitched for a little bit.
He tried it out.
I tried out high pitch.
Right.
And it felt falsetto.
Yeah. Oh, what? Was that a little bit of it?
It felt falsetto.
Oh,
I can't even get there.
But you know what? Do or do not. There is no try.
Yoda.
That's correct. Dan, seated next to you, Jon Mackey.
That's me. Hello, this is what my voice sounds like. Very smooth, silky. You could say R&B-esque. That's what I would say.
You could say that.
You could, and you shouldn't though. You could say it, but I would advise against it.
Are you an R&B fan, John?
I am. I'm a smooth music fan.
Who do you like more, Al B. Shore or Keith Sweat?
Oh, Keith Sweat for sure.
For sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yes.
I'm going to give you one more chance to go back on that.
No, Keith Sweat was a huge part of my too young to listen to bad music phase. I had a sister who was a super huge R&B fan, and she used to give me a ride to school, and she would listen to like Keith Sweat and all that nasty sex music.
Like he named himself Keith Sweat.
Oh yeah,
he wasn't fucking around.
No. He's always having sex.
I hope he is right now.
Yeah.
He's still with us, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Some nods, some shrugs. We'll find out soon, I'm sure.
Either way, nobody seemed to care.
No one had strong feelings. John, I'm going to look next to you, but the other side, so not looking back at Dan, but going over there to Ryan Rosenberg.
Yes, hello.
Ryan, hello.
This is not the sound of my voice.
No, it's not. And you requested that you put on a false voice
Yes.
for the podcast
Yeah,
protect your anonymity.
Yeah, I'm speaking through one of those megaphones that's usually alien voices, but it's just kind of the voice of a chubby Jewish man.
It might need batteries.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Ryan, were novelties a big deal for you when you were a kid, like a Spencer's Gifts?
Yes, my mom didn't really take me to a Spencer's Gifts that often. It wasn't really her scene, but we...
Now, we normally typically think of that as a mother and son kind of thing.
Yeah. Normally, I was always mad at her because I was like, all my other friends and their mom are there. But we went to a toy store called Play with Nature. That was...
Boo!
Yeah. But
Toy
they had
store.
food for no. Yeah, it was very weird.
It's just bags of leaves and twigs.
It was like creative toys.
Oh, no.
You know, like those things that you can... It's like almost like connects, and you pull them, and it's a huge.
It's not
circle.
a toy. It's literally just a
Yeah.
thing that does something.
It's
It's a plastic globe, and then you can kind of pull it out, and it becomes a gigantic plastic globe.
Right. They
Hooray.
sell different colors of that, essentially. That's all they have.
Just shelves and shelves. Ryan, that's enough of you for now.
Thank you.
I'm going to look next to you again. I'm moving in a certain direction, so I'm not going to look back at John. I'm going to look right next to me. I feel like the audience has a great picture of where everyone is in the room. I should tell you, I'm here. Okay, good. So right next to me, Drew Tarver.
Hello.
This is your second appearance at Crossover Month.
I know. And I'm using the same voice for both appearances.
Thank you for that.
And this is the voice of my father. I'm doing an impression of my dad.
Do you and your dad sound alike?
Yes.
Now, I've met your dad.
Yes.
But we didn't talk long enough for me to get a sense of how similar your voices are.
Right. He said, "No, I hate this guy," and stormed off very quickly from you.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what he said. I guess because he was turning away from me as he said it.
Yes, we sound very similar.
Have you been mistaken for each other on the phone?
all the time.
Yeah.
By my mom. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I thought I called Kenny, and she had been talking to me for 15 seconds.
And like saying sex stuff.
Yes. Immediately opening up with, "I'm in the bed. You better get up here." And I say, "Mom, stop." She's like, "Oh, Kenny, you keep calling me Mom."
Like our vice president calls his wife.
Is that? Oh,
He
yes.
calls her
That's
mother.
Wait, was that an accident?
No.
I heard he did it at like a dinner party, and like everybody, or he actually does
No,
it.
that's it's a weird old fashioned thing that I thought was like in, black and white movies, like Andy Hardy or whatever. But he actually, mother, he calls his wife mother.
Because my dad a lot of times will be like, "Y'all listen to your mama," but he won't say like "mama." Let's go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess that's the difference. One is weird.
One is weird.
And one is not.
President Reagan used to call his wife mommy, that's 1,000 times worse. That's good. Mommy.
Ooh.
What do you guys call? No. We're not going to get derailed. We have a purpose. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about Teacher's Lounge, which is your podcast on Stitcher Premium. Guys, that's what we say now. We say Stitcher Premium
Stitcher
now.
Premium.
And season 1 of which people can find there. And it's one of my favorite things. I re-listened to it recently, and it's just insane. I mean, and it starts off crazy, and then it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier.
Yes.
And I got to do an episode, and I was thrilled. But it really is one of my favorite podcasts. Tell us a little bit about, and I think it started on an episode of Lauren Lapkus's podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The characters kind of started. We'd been doing these like high school teacher characters for a long time. Like,
Oh,
since, like,
really?
right after
And when we say doing characters, we mean putting on a mustache and then doing a dance routine.
Yeah, these guys like we're just like upset. I think we all just think like middle-aged like sad men are funny. Right. So like we did these like dancing teachers, and then we added like a preamble to the dance where we like would do a bit like to an audience, and then we would dance. And then we did with special guest Lauren Lapkus and did.
So before the dance routine, would you talk about the school where the teachers all worked?
Yeah.
So that was really the origin of this of these characters.
Yeah, they are like the kernel of the idea, because they were really
Colonel, excuse me.
Colonel. That was the colonel.
I meant Colonel. No, we're-
As a colonel.
We're going to be popcorning around a lot.
Yeah.
Popcorn. I
Thanks
have
for
something
that,
to say. I think that
You call popcorn? No, you call popcorn. Go ahead.
I know, but I don't have a book in front of me, and I don't know what to do.
And how did Big Grande come together?
Oh,
We were thinking about that the other day, and we're not 100% sure.
Well-
we were all taking classes at UCB.
At the same time?
Yes.
Yeah,
Around the same time. Yeah.
Never with each other, though.
Yeah. None of us took a class together.
Yeah, and then we met at a party, and there was like I honestly have no idea.
I don't. Basically, what I remember is me, Drew, and John were on it. This is really old school indie improv. If everyone's really interested in that, we were on we got put together on an indie improv team called Guy 5.
Mm-hmm. What is an indie improv team?
You do it. You just do it at venues around town that are not like officially established.
It's not one of those successful improv teams. You know, that makes a lot of money.
You're not affiliated with UCB or Second City. Or
Right.
something like
Yeah.
that.
So you just perform wherever. And then the three of us did a 3-man show that went well. And there was
Which three? Sorry.
Me, John, and Drew.
Yes.
And there was a manager in the audience. And he said, "Hey, bring us some pitches." We did.
This is like La La Land.
It was just like La La Land. from
And 10
beginning
years
to end.
later, we're still waiting on that success.
We're still trying to figure out that pitch.
But the door is still open,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Wide open.
It's the City of Stars.
Did you say City of SARS?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a problem. I don't know if you don't live inside. If you live outside of Los Angeles, SARS is still a big deal here. It's a real issue. Ryan, when did you come aboard?
I saw that they were getting some traction, and I begged to be in the group.
It's actually pretty funny. We all had this idea for we were going to write a pilot, the three of us, and we started meeting at Drew's house. He used to live up in Toluca Lake in this ridiculous apartment.
What was ridiculous
It was
about
ridiculous.
It was
and
just
that was
like-
the nicest one I've ever lived
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Because my
It was
dad
like-
was paying half my bills.
It was like in a nice building, and none of us really had nice living situations. So we would go to Drew's house to write. And one day, me and Dan show up, or I don't even actually remember who initiated it, but Ryan just came to a meeting. I think Drew was like, "Hey, my friend Ryan's gonna come."
Yeah, because I had been hanging out with Ryan, and I thought he was funny, and I was like, hey, maybe these two guys will think he's funny, too, and we'll all be funny together.
That's very positive.
I remember specifically being like, hey, if you guys are going to make something, like if you guys want someone to direct it, like, I know your guys' sense of humor. I'm not a director, but I'll tell you like, yeah, that was good. Do more of this or whatever. And then we did a project that was horrible because I can't direct.
He showed up to direct, and we were like, what do we do? And he's like, I don't know. I'm just going to stand here and like eat this sandwich.
But then, I think over the course of a few months, we started writing one thing and then decided to do a sketch show, and it went well, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Well, God bless you and thank you.
You're moved.
You've been moved by this story.
You are balling.
I like that you're not really sure how you knew each other at first. All great beginnings have that in common. Like, how do we know each other?
We're leaving that up to like the like people who dig into our pasts in the future.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You got to leave them something.
Yeah. I don't know. And then they find out, we're like, oh, we met at a dog fighting. Oh, no.
Where we were fighting the dog.
Oh, I remember hearing about that. It was a man versus dog fighting.
Yeah,
Well, it was a bloodbath. Most of the humans got really badly hurt.
Yeah. Guys, we have to take a break when we return. Oh, well, very quickly. Can you, stop that piano. Please tell everyone what Teacher's Lounge is.
It is a limited run, 6-episode per season podcast where 4 teachers kind of give everybody the rundown of what's been going on at their school, and each of the teachers, let's just say they're a little off kilter.
The idea is like they're in the Teacher's Lounge. This is their opportunity to blow off steam.
Right.
They're just going to chat with each other. Talk freely.
Yes.
You were on the very first episode, and I think like after we recorded it, you said like, whew, that got crazy. You guys got to do 5 more episodes? Like it was so nuts from episode 1.
Oh yeah, people were like eating paint, and it was like what I love about it is there's these details that are established about each of these characters that carry through the entire series. Yeah. So and especially listening to them all in a row was great because it just escalates and escalates and escalates, and it's just so insane. And then for season 2, are you going to kind of start at square one again?
Season 1, I mean, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's okay. It ends with us losing our jobs. Yeah. And driving off in OJ's Bronco. That's right. And so season 2 starts with us down on our luck, living in Seth Morris, who plays a Jostens rep. We live in his house and try to get our jobs back.
Yeah, and so the second season is sort of going to be, our journey back into the world we lost.
Or that's the kernel, at least.
Yeah, that's the kernel. That's the kernel. It's not an origin. This is classic Joseph Campbell stuff. Ryan, anything to add?
No, thank you.
Okay, we are going to take a break. When we return, we will reveal our question that Big Grande will have to answer, and we'll chat with those guys about that. So, listen to the commercial, buy the things, you get what you get, and you don't get upset. Be right back. Goodbye. Support for today's Spontaneation comes from Bull Goose Shaving Supplies. You heard me right. Bull Goose, one word. Bull Goose Shaving Supplies. Does the perfect shave matter to you? Let's start there. If it doesn't, don't listen. I can't help you. Neither can Bull Goose. Neither can a bull or a goose. Bull Goose is trying to help you get the closest, most comfortable shave you have ever experienced. That's a bold desire. And they're going to do it with Bull Goose Shaving Supplies. They supply the finest products from Heinrich Thader, Simpsons Brushes, Check and Speak, D.R. Harris, Geo Trumper. That should be enough. All of those shaving luminaries, your beard or leg should be salivating. And more. And Bull Goose has even designed their own line of stainless steel razors, including the Asylum RX Single Edge Razor, An original and revolutionary design that has received rave reviews. I mean, people are losing their minds and dropping ecstasy. That's a rave review. And the Asylum Evolution Double-Edged Razor, a modern remake of the Darwin Deluxe from the 1930s. That sounds cool. Both are machined to the tightest tolerances. I mean, some tolerances, they're loose. Not these. The tightest. And they are made here in the United States. So, whether you're looking for a new safety razor, a shaving brush, or shaving software, intriguing, Bull Goose has you covered. And they have more brands of razor blades than you could shake a stick at, you weirdo. What are you doing? Just going around to piles of things and shaking sticks? They got double edge, artist club styles, gem, feather neo blades, everything. So change the way you shave and visit bullgooseshaving.com. You'll even get 15% off all shaving software when you enter promo code PFT at checkout. And all orders over $80 ship for free within the United States. That is bullgooseshaving.com. Offer code PFT for 15% off all shaving software. That is a shaving software deal you're not going to find anywhere else. Support for today's show comes from our old friends, Lisa Mattress. Lisa was founded with a simple goal to get me to talk about them, mission accomplished, and to help people sleep better. 2 goals. And with an innovative direct-to-consumer online strategy, Lisa's 100% American-made mattresses are challenging the traditional mattress industry. Oh, those mattress fat cats. They had it coming. Forbes even named it one of the top 20 startups to watch. Forbes the magazine. Who did you think I meant? No, it's a magazine. Not to mention, Lisa was Internet Retailer's fastest growing e-retailer in 2015. Ooh. And it's B Corp certified. Well, that's a relief. See for yourself why everyone is raving about Lisa by trying it in your own home, where your wife sleeps, where your children play with their toys. 100 nights risk-free. Choose from 3 different premium foam universal adaptive feel layers, including the 2-inch Avena foam top layer for cooling and breathability, the 2-inch memory foam middle layer for body contouring, or the 6-inch dense core support foam for durability. Lisa mattresses are available online only in the US, UK, the Canada, and Germany, or at the Lisa Dream Gallery in Soho, south of Houston, New York City, and they ship to you compressed in a box. You get a box of mattress, a box of sleep. Plus, for every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, they donate 1 to a shelter. They have already donated over 10,000 mattresses. Good for you, Lisa. Thank you. And right now, you can get $75 off a Lisa mattress with the offer code PFT. That is LEESA.com. Offer code PFT for $75 off. What a great song. Welcome back. Guys, welcome back to Spontaneanation. I hope you enjoyed that commercial as much as I enjoyed recording it. More than that, actually. I hope you enjoyed it more. Look, I love recording the commercials. Guys, we're here with Big Grande, Dan Lippert, Jon Mackey, Ryan Rosenberg, Andrew Tarver, and I have a question for you all, provided to us by our previous episode's guest. Are you curious as to the identity of our previous episode's guest?
Should we guess? It's someone from...
You should guess. Also, I did say it earlier.
It's someone from... I'm forgetting. I'm going to say Matt Gorley.
Oh, you know what? I actually don't know who wrote the question.
So this game show...
Yeah, this is not good. It's not good. You guys, if you want to turn this off and think about it for a second and then come back, I don't blame you. Here's the question provided to us by Superego, someone from Superego. What food item have you consumed the most of in your lifetime? I'm assuming everyone has this knowledge at their brain's fingertips. What food item have you consumed the most of? Let me ask you this, and because this is part of this question, I think. Is there a thing that you could just eat anytime? Like every day if you had to?
I mean, these guys probably know what that is for me.
1, 2, 3.
Chipotle.
Ryan, I feel like you were.
I was gonna say dirty diaper, but I
It was
wasn't
in
sure.
between Chipotle and Dirty Diaper, and honestly, you can't tell a lot of the time.
Am I right?
We got you, Chipotle.
So, John, you could go to Chipotle every day.
I can and do.
You can.
And that's not even an exaggeration, unfortunately.
Were you not scared by the E. coli
Not in
outbreak?
the slightest. I went there the day they were closed for the meeting. They were closed for a meeting.
He heard that story and he's like, "Oh, that reminds me, I got to get lunch."
Yeah.
And he went there.
No, I wasn't scared at all. I think it points to a broader issue in my life, which is that I have an extremely addictive personality, and once I find out I like something, all bets are off.
He went on a Chipotle bender a couple of weeks ago, and we had to pull him out of it. It was pretty tough.
How much Chipotle did you consume during this bender?
I dumped it all over myself in my bed. I bought a different burrito bowl from every Chipotle in the greater Los Angeles area.
You were trying to turn your bed into a Chipotle bowl, right?
Why didn't you do the tub?
It would have made more sense, but I had too many bowls. Too many bowls, not a big enough tub.
I hear you. And you got that California king.
Yeah. So, again, 45 Chipotle bowls later, I'm covered in food on my bed. And these guys walk in, I'm naked, covered in rice and chicken. And it was awful. But the thing with me is I know that it's a thing that I gotta quit. I gotta stop. I'm gonna die. I'm literally gonna die.
Let's move on to someone else. Would you say that's the thing the food that you've eaten the most in your life?
I think at this point it is. It has to be.
You really got up fast.
Old.
It's like a 3-year.
really
It's like a 3-year habit now, and I think that trumps everything else. I mean, except maybe like hot dogs. That's a thing.
Really?
I don't know.
The previous champion?
Yeah, the previous.
So is this, do you think this is the most, like, in terms of weight?
It
just
is.
like
It is totally up to your interpretation.
okay, because my initial thought was milk. Like, that was my initial thought.
Starting as a baby.
Starting as a first I flashed to my mom's tits.
Realized you weren't your dad. You just sound like him.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, because I remember drinking tons of skim milk as a kid. My mom kept skim milk, which like when I was like out of the house, I was living with these two guys named their names were Chris and Derek, but they were the Orell brothers.
Were they brothers?
They were brothers. Sorry. They were brothers, yes. But they were like, they got whole milk, and I was like, oh, nasty. Y'all drink whole? This is nasty. I just immediately judged it. And I had it, and it tasted like ice cream, and I was like, oh my God. Like, and I didn't know. Like, I just
So a thing that you already enjoyed got even better.
got so good. And yeah, I think but I wouldn't say that I've eaten more of it in weight than, say, pizza or red meat. I've probably, which I don't know though, like milk, I could probably, if I drink a glass of milk, is that like a quarter pound?
Drew, I gotta say, it never occurred to me to interpret this question in terms of weight, in terms of like the sheer
most.
mass. But I feel like you're picturing it like physically represented,
Yeah.
Yes,
piled
that's
up.
what I am.
There's
Yeah.
like a big above ground pool of milk next to like a pizza pyramid.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. But I think it's milk. And I've been really like now I probably, because I found out it's like not good for your stomach. Like, we shouldn't really be drinking it.
It's for babies.
Yes, yeah.
It's for babies. And also it's another animal's milk.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's so weird.
Even when I was a kid, I never, like, the idea of a glass of milk was so gross to me.
Really?
Yeah. I think I was the only one in my family. Everyone else would drink a glass of milk, and it just seemed like that aftertaste, like that, it's just horrible to me.
Yeah.
How do you feel about eggs?
Love them.
Really?
Yep. Love eggs. You know what? That might be mine. I think that I could eat eggs, not for every meal, but breakfast, eggs for breakfast to me is the best. It's the simplest, best thing.
Are you keeping the yolks in all the time?
all the time. I might, if I go to a diner, I might, as a nod to health, ask for the egg white scramble or whatever. But at home, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna fry up some eggs.
Eggs are very safe, right? Like everyone here is going to eat eggs till they're dead, right? We might all have to trim back on the cheeseburgers or whatever. But eggs are
you might
such a
switch
staple.
to in your late 70s scramblers like my granddad did, like fake eggs, but he was still knocking back cartons of scramblers.
Eggs aren't like cartons.
Oh yeah, he ate. I mean, eventually he blew his own asshole out.
Like he tried to commit suicide with a shotgun.
Just too many eggs.
He put a shotgun to his asshole and killed himself.
It's like he thought it would be like a direct line to his brain.
Yeah, but it just kind of blew out one side of one cheek and he lived.
Yeah. Is he still with us?
He is not. He is not.
Those scramblers got him eventually.
What is a scrambler? It's like
a fake
powdered
egg. Yeah, like a fake egg. But I think it's like
in a
liquid.
milk carton.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Egg beaters, right?
Egg beaters, exactly.
But it's not egg. It's not
I don't
made
think
of
so.
egg.
I cannot believe we're not disgusted by eggs.
Yeah.
They stink and are nasty.
I think about that every 10th time I eat eggs.
Yeah.
I look at it, I'm like, no, this is wrong.
Yeah.
Like, do people all around the world eat eggs? Like,
Yes.
like
I think
scrambled
pretty
eggs?
much, yeah.
Everywhere on
pretty
Earth.
much,
It's
right?
one of the most. It's very like like every species eats the eggs of a different species.
Yeah.
that's like yeah. That's why I like it. Makes it feel primal. I eat them straight out of the shell.
I didn't even think like we're basically like snakes, just like taking one down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait, how are you eating eggs?
Oh, I eat them. I just slowly. I'm in the shell, kind of like moving my body up and
You
down.
puncture it with your teeth, and then you just let it.
And then it sits in my throat, and there's like a circle in my throat for a half hour or so.
I'm a lot like you. I'll eat it like a snake. I will coil around an egg really tightly until it breaks into my mouth.
You're more of a constrictor when it comes to that.
Ryan, what's your food?
I think it's got to be cheeseburgers. It was like a bad habit as a kid, and it was easy. And I used to eat a lot of fast food, and I'm trying to do less of it. But a cheeseburger is just like so satisfying to me. It's my favorite. It always hits the spot.
We recently had, my wife and I are trying to eat healthier, and we're doing very well. And I try not to eat red meat that much anymore. Because I used to eat it. I used to be really bad with fast food. Really, really bad. I would get drunk and then go through the Jack in the Box drive-thru because they would have breakfast sandwiches at all hours.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
And so coming home from a bar, like, I'll get the ultimate breakfast sandwich. I'll get the sourdough Jack.
Are you
And you're
behind
in
the wheel
drive-thru right now?
No, I'm not behind the wheel. I'm not behind the wheel. I'm Arthur style being chauffeured around by a friend. Like, I'll pay for it. Let's go through here.
And to be clear, this is a story about how you were bad with fast food.
Hey, at least I wasn't the drunk driver. My friend was. Because my friend also got those breakfast sandwiches.
That is a funny experience when you're driving someone home and they're drunk and you're not. And I've had a friend be like, okay, just take a right up here and then make a left right in here. And I'm like, but this is a drive-thru. And they're like, yeah, that's where we're going. I'm like,
I literally, what 2 months ago had maybe the most mortifying experience of my life in a drive-thru with Dan and Drew. I don't know if you guys remember it. You were hammered out of your mind.
Okay.
And we went to McDonald's. We went to McDonald's.
Oh,
I was
Is this the
driving.
time you ordered a dirty diaper?
And they fulfilled my order as a joke. Well, and they gave it to me.
I now know what you're talking
They
about.
had a baby shower in there.
Yeah.
So they had some diapers on hand.
I was shocked. And that's when the addiction started. These guys are in my back seat at first. We stop and they get out of my car. I don't remember the circumstances. They get out of my car. They're waiting in the parking lot with another friend of ours. I go into the
I'll tell you what
drive-thru,
happened.
and
We went to McDonald's expecting a dine-in experience.
Right.
And the diner.
Why?
Because that's nice.
We wanted to dine in.
Nice.
We had a few drinks. We wanted to
forget.
dine in somewhere cheap.
Having an evening out?
Yeah.
So
and the dining room was closed, but we were with
Dining room.
We had two separate. We had two separate cars, so we got out to keep our other friends company because we couldn't chat all in
and
one
so
car.
they screamed what they wanted at me because I don't drink. I was gladly going to get these guys some food. I go through the drive-thru by myself. by myself. Oh, I was glad until the next part. I get into the drive-thru. And these guys out of nowhere just show up in front of my car and start directing me like air traffic controllers on a tarmac to get through the drive-thru.
And those air traffic controllers should not be on the tarmac. They should be up in the tower.
They should be in the tower.
Absolutely.
But then a few minutes go by, and the woman in the speaker is just like, "Hold on a minute." And these guys are just having a blast being, so funny. And eventually she comes back and she just says, "Can you pull forward, please?" And I pull up to the window and she berates me for my two drunk friends who were directing traffic in the drive-thru. And I have to order the food then face to face, which nobody wants to do.
Yeah.
Especially when you're ordering as much food as I was ordering.
What was her big complaint?
That they were being stupid.
There was
in a
no
drive-thru.
complaint. There was no logical complaint.
She was dangerous.
We were trying to.
Her
we were trying to
actual-
make sure John didn't hit any of the curbs.
Her
Yeah,
actual
we're helping
complaint.
our friend directing him through the drive-thru.
Her actual complaint was that you were putting yourself in danger and they would be liable if an injury happened, which
That's a great
is a
point.
valid complaint.
That's a very valid point.
Sure, I bet more to the point it was drunk people are scary and unpredictable.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't like any of this
Yes.
that's happening.
Yes.
Not that the woman who works minimum wage would be directly held liable for a lawsuit.
She goes on the stand. I tried to tell the guy.
Guilty, you're going to prison. Give her the chair.
That's a guy in the audience.
Oh, those tickets are hard to
Is
get,
that
by the
what's
way.
that called? The audience?
Oh, yeah, the audience.
I think maybe gallery, maybe.
Gallery.
The dog pound. Wait, so you did order the food?
So then
and
I ordered the food and got it, and then and they didn't have one thing. I can't remember what it was. I think somebody wanted
I
like
wanted to McRib.
That's right.
wasn't in season.
Dan was leaning on
I
me.
want
to
a
get him
McRib and a shamrock shake.
and I pull around, and these guys are just doing whatever the hell they're doing. And I get the food and give it to everybody, and Dan will not stop giving me shit about the McRib.
We went there because they have breakfast all night now.
You're the scapegoat for everything.
Yeah, always.
The girl's mad at you.
Yeah.
McDonald's is
Yeah.
mad at you about the same.
Yeah. That's the story of my life.
Oh my God.
And his car screaming at him, "I need an oil change."
And you're our sober driver. It's we're really trash people.
Yeah, you guys really you treat me with such respect when you're drunk.
Dan, what's your food?
What's my food?
McRib.
I would say the McRib.
More than anything.
Somehow the McRib more than anything I've eaten. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a place near us called Cafe Tropical, and they have a very good bacon, egg, and cheese
Sounds
on a croissant.
very exotic.
It's
It's a
tropical.
dump. It's a dump. It's literally a dump.
It's
It's not the Tropical I'm used to.
And before that, bacon, egg, cheese biscuits from McDonald's, I would say.
Yeah.
He upgraded. He
Wow,
upgraded
that's
to
very good.
croissants.
Are we talking about poundage or?
Don't forget the other category.
Poundage-wise, I would say gold macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
What's gold macaroni? Is that a brand name?
No, it's not a thing. Gold was just the heaviest thing I could think of in the moment.
So like macaroni with liquid gold poured
Yes,
on top.
yeah. That was heavy.
Would that still be would that be your go-to thing that you would eat?
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah.
On something.
It's
on
tough
some
to
sort
beat.
of bread.
Did you ever
Yeah.
live in New York?
No, but that's when we go there. It's the
Every morning.
Any
morning.
Yeah.
place you go, you can get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll.
We try to stay out until 5 when they make them fresh again in the morning, and then
We're like
stop on the
falling
way home.
asleep on the corner, like, oh, we just got another hour and a half till they start making bacon, egg, and cheese.
It's also crazy to me because it feels like in New York everyone is making it off the same recipe. Like it feels like every little
on that
place
roll,
you
yeah.
go,
Yeah.
the bread is the same, the egg is the same,
There's
the
very
cheese
little
is the
variation,
same.
yeah.
It's
And I
just
don't
like
know how they figure out bacon, egg, and cheese. It's like,
That's
where do
just
they
New
all
York.
find the rest?
They never sleep there. They
Must be
just
the Toll House thing.
Who do you think stole it from the first guy?
Yeah. That's a great question.
Thank you. I wish we had time to answer it. We have to take a break. When we return, the debut of a new system? We'll find out. And we're going to do our improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. Friends do a lot of things for each other, but one thing friends don't do is let friends buy perfume at fragrance counters. Can you imagine? If a friend of mine tried to do that, I'd unscrew the tiny cap of the perfume, take out the spray part. Yeah, some will get on my hands. But then I would shake the perfume at this so-called friend, holy water style, and hope that they hiss like a vampire for doing such a thing. 1, here's why you don't do it. It's expensive. 2, it's tough to say nope to the fragrance lady. You're walking by there, and she's all, hey, can I spray this junk on you? And you're like, well, yeah, okay, because you're nice. Here's another reason. You're nose blind. You can't possibly tell if you're going to love that fragrance with 100 others floating around. It's like a beautiful mind inside your nose. Scentbird. Yeah, you heard me right. Scentbird.com is for women and men who want to date a new fragrance before marrying it. Get it? Scentbird.com is your personal perfume playground. For just $15 a month, you get to choose from over 450 luxury fragrances like Gucci, Prada, and Tom Ford. These aren't fakey smell-alike fragrances. How dare you? They're not teeny tiny vials. They are deluxe 30-day samples of authentic fragrances shipped to your door. This is a deal. So here's what you do. Go to Scentbird, spelled S-C-E-N-T, like smelling, like scent, and bird, like the bird.com. Enter promo code PFT for 25% off your first perfume or cologne. That is promo code PFT for 25% off at Scentbird.com. Scentbird. Tweet, tweet, I made you smell sweet. Not the approved slogan. I have some rhetorical questions for you. Why do potato chips that crunch louder actually taste better to us? Don't I can't hear you. Do restaurants make smaller sandwiches for women than men? And what, I can't hear you. And what can architects teach us about dumplings? You're not going to answer now? Okay. For answers to these questions and many more, check out the Sporkful Food Podcast. It is a show where host Dan Pashman and his guests obsess about food to learn more about people. They're tricking you. As Dan says, the Sporkful isn't for foodies, it's for eaters. That's everyone, if you're healthy. This week on the Sporkful, Dan talks with comic and actor Kumail Nanjiani, friend of the show, our show, and this show too. Kumail explains why he thinks all Islamophobes should be forced to try Pakistani food. Well, that gets into some heavy stuff, I guess. Check it out. Subscribe to the Sporkful today in Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm not your mom. Welcome back to Spontaneanation, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it is time to reveal our location for our improv. Now, here's the thing. We're trying something new where we're soliciting locations from our friends at Twitter, the social networking platform. I realize I made a mistake. I should not have asked for them so long before the show. I should not have given people a half hour to respond because there were too many suggestions. So we'll figure this out. I think what we're going to do in the future is we're going to ask right before we go. So we record Wednesdays at noon. So probably around... We will accept submissions for locations from 12 p.m. to 12:05 p.m. on Wednesdays, unless otherwise noted. Follow at Spontaneanation on Twitter, so you'll always be updated. We got one, and so I would enjoy continuing to do this, and it's nice to have you guys involved. So here we go. This comes to us from a gentleman named Corey Funk. Fun name, right?
Yeah, very cool.
And he suggested this location. Oh, but first, just so as you know, in order to help us, In order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in time. Let's say we're in a scene, we want to go somewhere else at the exact same time. We use this meanwhile sound effect. Same time, different place. Let's say we want to go into the past for some reason. Somebody's having a memory. We're learning how something came to be. Well, we use this flashback sound effect. It's a classic harp glissando.
It's beautiful.
But you can't stay in the past forever. Let's say we need to return to the present day or travel into the mysterious future. You'll hear this flash forward sound effect. Right. Everyone gets it, and there will be no mistakes. All right. Here we go. This is our location provided to us by internet user Corey Funk. That location is a small town post office after hours. A small town post office after hours. We take you now to a small town post office after hours.
Oh,
What a
another
day.
another dog got my leg.
What?
Yep.
Hey, you got to get it back and reattach it, dude. That prosthetic has been in the mouth of too many pups.
I tried to catch it, okay? But once you got my prosthetic,
You're
I'm
crawling after it.
severely hindered.
Good grief.
Are you still rubbing that leg with jerky to keep the shine?
Well, it shines like you wouldn't believe when you put a meat glaze on it.
I mean, it gleams. There's no question.
Yeah, but I mean, you know the dogs are coming for it.
But Tad, do you see where I'm going with this?
Stop doing it. You want me to stop?
I'm saying if you want dogs to stop taking your prosthetic leg, don't be sanding it with beef jerky.
Yeah.
Well, listen. I mean, you got both your legs, and they keep a natural shine to them. Your legs look great.
I am blessed. It's true. I got naturally shiny legs.
For me, it's worth having the shine if I lose the leg for a couple weeks at a time and I have to find it down at the quarry with a bunch of dogs.
I use this stuff with my dog. It's this bitter apple spray. Mm-hmm. You spray it on its paws and it won't eat on them. So
you do this with your own dog?
Yeah, with my own dog.
Every dog you see, spray their paws with bitter apple spray.
No, man, come on, man. I'm talking about his leg. It'll give you a good shine. It's got I think there's some glycerin in it. So it's got a good shine. You just spray it on.
Now I got a question. Does this bitter apple spray bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me none, man.
Okay.
It's all about just the dog.
So
the
you
dog
can
don't
chew
like
on
the
your
touch.
dog's paw just fine.
Yeah, and I do.
All right.
Yeah, me and him are good friends, man. We play around all the time. It doesn't mess with my playtime at all.
Now, Philip, how long you had this dog now?
Oh, 15 years, man. He's getting up there.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And you got him when he was
8, right?
Yeah, I adopted him when he was 8.
Wow.
He was in good shape then. He's falling apart now.
Well, he's 23.
Yeah.
or in dog years,
You have him
like
on
140.
How
like
long has he
140.
been on life support?
I mean, it depends on how much you classify life support. I mean, he's had a ventilator for a while.
That's exactly what I was.
He's got a ventilator. He's got
Do you
a
miss your
pacemaker.
living room?
Do I miss my living room?
Yeah, you can't really hang out in there with the lawn.
Man, if
and
I'm
all.
going to keep that pup alive, dude, I'll sacrifice anything. He can
gotta
have my
let
whole
that dog
house.
Do you miss your free time and money?
Well, I mean, I miss the money, don't miss my free time.
What about your wife?
Yeah.
Huh? I'll miss her till the day I die.
I always thought it was cruel that your wife said, you got to make a choice. It's either you set up this hospital suite in our home for a dog who's going to die anyway, or I leave.
Yeah. You thought that was cruel of
I
her?
thought that was an unfair choice.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, hey, no offense, honey, but I love you and the dog same.
Hold on. Remind me, it was set this up or I leave? Is that the choice?
Philip,
What, babe?
I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
Now, I love that dog just as much as you do. We picked him out together. We went to the old dog's home, and we said, give us a middle-aged one.
Yeah. What do you want from me, babe?
I appreciate that you want this dog to live. And I love Rufus. He's been a good companion to us for, a couple years, and then he starts to go downhill pretty fast.
Yeah.
Rufus, hush now.
Ruf, you're good, man. You're good.
Spray some of that stuff on his paws. He loves it.
He does, man. It's the only thing he loves in this world anymore.
I feel like it might be contributing to the decline of his health
What do you
because
mean?
he's not supposed to like
What
it.
you're saying? What's chemicals? There's no. Oh, okay, this is full of chemicals, but he loves it though. Listen to it. He says yum,
I
honey.
know, it's unsettling.
He says yum. I mean, what? I'm going to
unsettling.
take that away from him when he says yum.
I'm going to give you... Oh. I
love it.
You're giving him too much. Now, look.
What's it say on here? It says use once daily.
Yeah, this is like...
If you use it more, it'll triple, double its results. You know what I mean? It's the same. Like, if I do it more,
Why would they bother saying use once daily?
It's a suggestion. It's like use as needed.
I don't think so.
It's the same as use as needed. Use once a day if needed. It's the same thing.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Listen, you have a choice to make.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Philip, you either set this place up like a hospital room for Rufus. Or I leave. Now you get what I'm saying, right?
I get it.
Philip, can I talk to you for a second in the living room?
Yes.
So those are your choices.
So I don't understand why she left because you did set it up.
Can I say something? Here's how I interpreted it.
Please do.
I think she was saying you could have one or the other. You can either have the hospital room
But
for
she
Rufus.
said either you set this up
Technically.
or I leave. And you did set it up. So why did she leave?
I agree with Tad. I think she's crazy.
You think it's possible that she just misspoke once and didn't want to be held to that?
Thank you, Lawrence.
I think
Thank
that's-
you.
look,
I
hey.
think Lawrence gets it.
Yeah. Look, anyway, hey, can we get off the subject of the worst times of my life for a minute,
Absolutely.
please?
I'm wondering why Roger is even here. You were fired last week.
Yeah, well, they can take my job, but they can't take my spirit. Okay?
You're
I
also
ain't just
you're
gonna-
dressed up like that guy from Braveheart right now. It seemed like you wanted to make a speech. Like
You got half your face painted post office blue.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, just like I do every day. Because I want to see my friends. Okay? I know I don't work here. Just because I ain't getting paid like y'all doesn't mean I don't want to be here. I'll do lots of things without pay. You know what I mean? Most of the things in your life.
Like what?
Hi, I'd like to get into this football game, please.
Okay, we just need your ticket, sir.
Well, I don't have a ticket.
Okay, well, unless you have a ticket, we can't let you into the game.
Okay, well, listen, I'm willing to go in here without pay. You know what I mean?
You're
I'm willing
suggesting
to,
I should pay you to go in?
I'm suggesting you don't even have to. I'll go in here as charity.
You're doing me a favor by going to the game without me paying you.
Yeah, what's a
Excuse
football
me.
game without
Yeah.
fans?
Hi, I'm here for the football game.
Okay, great one. Ticket?
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, everybody! Everybody, let's all just assume, since you're at the stadium coming in, that you're here for the football game.
The flea market's not today?
No, the flea market is not today.
What about-
I'm here for the flea market.
And what
Oh, you
about
have
if
to
we're
come
just
back.
coming in for concessions?
This is my husband and I's favorite restaurant.
Yeah. You guys got the best tacos, man.
Can't you let us into the dining room, or is it closed?
Come on, man. Well, I'll go in gratis.
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 Okay, I tell you what. I let you guys in because you seem to love it so much, and frankly, I hate my job, so who cares? So go ahead and enjoy yourselves in there. But just so you know, it's not a thing we do. This isn't a gift to me that you guys are going in gratis.
I think it kind of is. We're willing to do it for no money.
Do you
I
know
don't
who,
even want to see the game.
do you know who we are? We're all unemployed.
Okay, you announced that like maybe you were about to be a celebrity or a dignitary.
But I
look
mean,
how-
we're kind of a famous unemployed club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how we know each other, but we came together to be this club of unemployed people.
And you're saying that that is an unusual thing? Because,
Have you heard of it before?
yeah, I drive by tent cities that are kind of clubs of unemployed people.
Okay, don't put us in those people's
We're
realm.
only pretty poor.
Yeah.
Okay? We all have bad homes.
Yeah. We're months away from Tent City.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Some of us are a month away.
Hey, excuse me, I'm here for the football game.
Yeah. Of course you are. Yeah, go ahead. I just need your ticket.
I don't have one.
Welcome to the club.
So what? I'm just supposed to go home? You're supposed to stay alone by myself with my
Listen,
own...
you got fired for going through mail, and we appreciate you giving us all the town's gossip, but I mean...
Of course.
You got caught.
I mean, we're fortunate to live in a town that gossips exclusively by mail.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
People gossip written down and sent to each other, which is a terrible
You could call it
idea.
a newsletter.
It's actually a great system, unless the mailman starts opening up the letters and reading them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we found out Dale's daughter was cheating on him.
That's right. My daughter was cheating on me with
She
another
went and
dad.
found another daddy.
She found another daddy.
Yeah.
And that was kind of private gossip for me. And I wish you hadn't found out that way.
Have you told her you'll change?
I said, baby, I'll change for you. What do you want? I'll be. Listen, mother. That's what I call my daughter.
It's very old fashioned, yeah.
I said, mother, I can change for you. If you want another dad, I could be another man. I could get a new job. I stop wearing these silly sunglasses all the time. Whatever it is that you don't like about
They're
me.
huge. Those are those huge novelty sunglasses. You just don't
Why
take those
do
things
you
off.
wear those? They get in your way all the time.
Because I don't want to forget 2013.
You have really
Never
gone
forget.
through-
That was
You
a good
got those
year for
never
you.
forget 2013 shirts.
Yeah. 2013, never forget.
You really have gone through a whole transformation, though. I mean, you look like in the Bourne movies when he gets caught
Yes.
and then has to change.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
got the bleached hair now.
Yeah, I'm kind of on.
You've lost a lot of weight for your daughter.
I'm doing a full McConaughey for her. I was more of a McConaughey born, I guess. Yeah, lost weight, bleached my hair. I'm walking now. I'm taking walks in
You're walking.
the morning.
You're not sitting in that wheelchair that you don't need.
No, that was a big one for her. That was a big thing that bumped for her.
Well, because it wasn't a motorized wheelchair, and you insisted that she either push you or wait for you as you sort of like shuffled with your
my
feet. Yeah.
And since she has to be in her wheelchair,
Right.
she found that to be
A little distasteful.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that, originally it was like a solidarity thing. You were like, you're going to be in that, I'm going to be in one.
Yeah, yes. Look, it's not that bad, everyone. I can do it too.
That was, I think, maybe interpreted as the wrong message.
Oh no, I thought I was putting her on equal ground. Everyone treats someone in a wheelchair like you got to treat them differently. It's like, hey, it's fine.
I mean, it's dark. It's dark to think about. But
Hey, did they change the bathroom code or what? I got to take one. I got to take one,
Yeah,
but I can't get into the bathroom.
Shit, they changed it.
Changed it.
Should
They
we
did
tell
change
them?
it. I don't.
It's the
Y'all
bathroom.
not going to give me the code? What's up?
Well, it's just you taking one in the bathroom is just you going in there and just hanging for a while.
Yeah, I got to take a hang.
Take a load off.
I'm stressed out.
You're supposed to go in there, quickly use the bathroom, and come out.
Okay.
Look, just go in there. It's 1020
206040.
Yeah.
10206040.
Yeah,
All right, I'll see y'all in about 30.
Damn it.
He announces it. That's the most grating
Shit.
part.
Occupied.
Hey,
Occupied.
I got to get in there.
Someone's in here.
Okay, well, I got to go bad. I got to take one.
Oh, I'm taking one.
Someone's in here. 2.
Hey, what happened to those two people that were in here with that package? I don't remember them leaving.
They didn't leave.
I mean, it's after hours at the post
Yeah.
office.
Are they doing a night at the museum at the post office?
Oh my God, a night at the post office?
Well, they can't see what happens here.
All the mail comes alive. Shit.
It's happening. It's happening.
Oh no, that J. Crew coat box.
That box of J. Crew coats.
Let me out of my box.
Who orders multiple J. Crew coats?
Just let it
I
pass.
don't want to
Y'all,
go to a rich man.
just let it pass. Let it pass. Just let it pass, y'all. Let it
I don't
pass.
want to go
Let it
to a
pass.
Multiple
closet.
J. Crew box.
Oh,
calm down. We don't want this to happen again, all right?
What?
You take it over and killing all... You killed that postcard that a lady sent from Madrid.
You killed that postcard from España.
Yeah.
I didn't like the cut of his jib.
Hey, come on now. Hey, come on.
Why you get Philip? You just spraying that on everything.
That's and that is
shut him up,
candy
didn't it?
apple spray.
It shut him up, didn't it?
Hey, did.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
You're okay. Good one,
You're
Philip.
welcome.
Look, man.
Excuse me. It's me, one of those dirty old plastic pails that they put a lot of letters in. You know?
Look, hey, yeah, man.
And
what's
I
up?
am angry.
What are you mad about, man? Come on.
I'm angry.
So clearly not angry. You just want attention.
It's a
you failed.
performance, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I
come
am
on.
angry.
No, you're not.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, you ripped that off from Farmers Insurance Company.
What are you talking about?
Don't act like you don't see TV when you come to life.
Oh, give me a break.
There we
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that 2-day letter.
Wow.
2-day letter.
This is shameless.
Man, seriously. What do you get from acting
Hey, where'd
like
you get
this,
that top hat and cane from? Did you steal that from someone else's mail?
Huh?
The top hat and cane you've been performing in. Did you steal that from someone else's?
Yes, I got it out of this old man's estate box.
We get everyone in this town's mailing things in boxes. Listen,
Come
we
on.
get blamed for that stuff. When you take costumes out of a box and try to do yourself up as a bucket, we get blamed for that because we can't say that everything in here comes alive after hours.
I just want to be a bucket. I just want to be a bucket. I'm so tired of just holding mail. I want to hold water that's a runoff from a roof or house a mop.
Look, man, I hate to tell you, but you weren't constructed to have that function. You got holes in the corners. There's nothing we can do.
But I can change.
What do you...
You know what? Hey, hold on a second, Box. I mean, maybe he's right.
Yeah,
what do you mean? We just throw some duct tape over the holes and see what happens?
I mean,
What?
I'm saying, look, before any of us got this job, did you think that the mail came to life after the post
I'd
office closed?
suspected, but I didn't.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all thought for sure.
You did too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man,
they're losing
it
stuff all the time.
never occurred to
really?
me.
I had so many birthday cards get lost on the way to my house. I just figured they got up and ran away. That's the only logical solution for
Well, see,
me.
I thought it was guys like Roger who were just opening people's mail.
But I mean,
taking
that
stuff
one
alive.
Roger, ain't no way he could get rid of that many.
Do not go in there.
Oh,
y'all.
Roger, you back.
Do not go in there. It is rough.
What are you talking about?
Well, I left some emotions in there, and you're not going to want to be a part of it.
Just
I didn't poop or anything. If y'all need to go poop,
You
that's
didn't
fine
make
too.
it stink in there. You just emotionally made it stink.
Exactly.
You saying there's like an energy in there?
Yeah, my aura's pretty nasty, and I shrugged it off in there. I feel good now. I feel good.
Hey, Roger, did you happen to see those two people that they came here to mail a package, but none of us saw them leave?
No, I didn't see him. No,
Okay.
who, me? No, me.
You are flop sweating.
Yeah.
So
It's like pouring out of you.
listen, I don't
And
have
also, you look like you're two people wearing a trench coat.
Okay, y'all are probably talking about my alleged history of kidnapping, right? It's not true.
Literally, no one mentioned that.
What? I thought that's what y'all were getting at. Anyway,
Not
it
even
ain't a
close,
thing.
man.
It ain't a thing.
Okay.
What about that bucket? He coming alive. I seen Fantasia.
Me? You're talking about me? You thought I was a bucket? Really? Me? Well, the guy who's just a mailbox? Yes, I am a bucket. Yes, Stanley Steamer.
Okay.
You're not even hiding it at this point, man. Come on.
This is-
Carpets
you didn't
cleaner.
change- you don't even
or
change
floors
the words.
cleaner.
Or floor cleaper. Listen. Your fondest dream is to be a different type of receptacle.
Yes, a bucket.
Well, look.
Well, I believe in fate, you know? and roles, and you have one role to play, and that's the role you're given. You know, I'm supposed to be a mailman, and that's what I'll be for the rest of my life.
You're supposed to be a father.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Well, the point he's making is we all
Pretty harsh read from the
calm
box.
down, box.
Holy shit!
Wait a second, box. Maybe you're destined for better. Maybe you don't have to be just a bucket. Maybe you could be a human therapist.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we all
Really?
yeah, I mean, we all change. We all.
I can hold people's problems and not let them get out.
I mean,
I don't know. That's what a therapist does.
That
but-
sounds like a bad description of a therapist.
but I mean, you can do whatever you want. I mean, who thought I would grow up to be a freelance vet? You know what I mean? And that's what I am now. You could maybe we'll throw some duct tape on your holes and
what you mean by that is you are a free veteran of Lansing.
Yeah.
Like you do it for free.
Yeah. And I will lance your boils for free.
Right. And you've been doing it for a long time.
And it was you had a you're a veteran.
I was in the
captured.
Corps.
You
I
were
was in the
captured
Corps
for a while.
Yeah, I was in the Corps. I was a POW. All right. And my specific job in the Corps was to be the person who kind of goes and lances blisters and boils on the seats of soldiers,
or bottoms,
or the bottoms.
Can I ask you a question? Did you have to go through the whole training camp and the boot camp? And all that? Or since you were just lancing boils in war, was yours slightly shorter?
No, I had to do the whole thing, and then the boil lancing was kind of a you're bad at everything else. We'll give you something to do.
They just lay it right out there.
The sergeant said, "I guess we'll let you come," and he just gave me a little needle and said, "I don't know, see what you can do." I guess I kind of created my own niche.
My job is to be a father?
Yeah.
Box, what about me?
Well, your job is delivering the mail, obviously, but also it's to be a rock for your siblings.
Like, what do you mean? Like I'm supposed to be like the grounded person in my family?
Yeah, exactly. Your siblings, they look to you. You know, all of your siblings are dealing with substance abuse problems, and
All
you're
of them,
not.
yeah. I'm the only one.
You're the only one not.
It's almost like it's related to you or something.
You're saying that all of my brothers and sisters, they do drugs and alcohol because of me?
It sounds like it's absolutely your fault.
Yeah, you're their crack rock, is what I meant.
Wait, so I am drugs?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
All right, this box sucks. Let's
Wait,
put it
no,
away.
Man, you're a one-hit wonder.
Hang on.
You were dead on about him
Let's
being a
just
dad.
throw this mail
on,
back
yeah,
in
Let's
here.
get it back in there.
No!
Listen.
Get it out of me!
Look, I don't mean to seem crazy, okay? But shit comes alive in here at night. Who's to say at some point you weren't a crack rock in an envelope or a box that somebody mailed to somebody and you somehow got stuck as an anthropomorphic crack rock?
You saying it's like, but now is it a Beauty and the Beast type situation where now I'm a man?
Listen, man, I just had this, it's just a spark of an idea.
You had about a half an epiphany.
I mean, barely an epiphany. There wasn't even a sound or anything.
It was
Wow.
like an epiphanet.
I'd be lying if I said that hadn't crossed my mind at some point too.
You too.
Yeah, that you were a crack rock that turned into a
remember-
human being.
Does everybody think this?
Remember,
Well, yeah, you're
you were
pretty
living
small.
in that huge castle in the woods for a while, and you had all those silverware friends.
That's right.
You were a crack rock then.
I remember I had a friend who was a ladle.
Two ladle friends.
Another friend was an egg timer. I guess I was.
One of your friends was just one of those trays that hold silverware.
A silverware tray.
Yeah.
And I was just like the house crack rock.
Can I just say I appreciate y'all? I appreciate y'all very much. I mean, y'all accept me. The post office is really home.
You know, a lot of people would say that the last place they want to be is the post office.
That's right.
But for you, it's the first place you want to be.
And only. Yeah.
Excuse me. Do any of you have a cigarette?
Sorry.
Don't look at me so weird. I'm a safe deposit box. I'm just looking for a cigarette.
Yeah. Okay. Here you go. Sorry, it's just I've never seen a safe deposit box look so confidently sexy as it walked into a room.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's striking.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, wait till you see my backside.
Your seat?
Look, my seat. Look at my bottom.
I hate to break it to you.
Hold on,
buddy,
I got some boils on here. On my butt. Don't look.
Why did you call attention to it? Why would you say, I got boils on my buttocks? Don't look. You said, look at my... First, you showed us your ass. You said, look at it. I got boils. Don't look.
I forgot I had boils. It was in perfect condition last week.
He's one of them foreign cheeky guys.
I'm very cheeky. Literally. Look at my butt.
This time I'm not going to look.
I do have a cigarette if you want one. It's American Spirit, if that's okay.
Oh, yes, that's perfect. Thank you.
You should probably quit. That's one of the reasons also that your daughter wanted a new daddy.
Yeah, I was smoking like a chimney, and that was really bugging her lungs.
Hey, you know what, y'all? I think I got an answer to all our problems. This safe deposit box gives me a good idea. Why don't y'all smoke me?
What?
Just break me up and smoke me. I'm a crack rock. You get away from your troubles?
Let me just devil's advocate.
Sure.
If you are a human, how do we explain that to people
Well, we'll start
after smoking your human body?
Do you know what? I bet Roger could do that explanation pretty good.
I was just saying, what if we start with the hair?
See?
You start with the hair, get a little buzz.
See if we get high.
Does anyone know what it feels like to be on crack versus to smoke hair, just so we know?
I don't know, but I think...
I hear the symptoms are very
And
similar.
I know what it feels like to smoke hair, so I'll know if it's just hair.
Philip's the expert.
Yeah.
Well, let me just rip off one of these plastic tubes we use to shove the mail up the vacuum system, and we'll throw you right in. We got our own little crack pipe.
This is a thick crack pipe.
And is there, since we might be smoking you to death right now,
Which I assume you will be.
is there anything you'd like us to tell the world about you or your siblings or...
I guess tell my siblings. I know I was the problem. Okay. And now that I'm gone, we can finally be a family. Minus me, of course.
Okay, great.
They can.
Now that's freedom.
And it all happened in a place called Spontaneanation. Guys, where can people find you should they wish to find you? Drew.
Dan.
God damn it. It's the second time.
At Drew Tarver on Twitter. At Dan Lippert on Twitter. That's and at the UCB Theater. Period.
There we go.
At it's Jon Mackey on Twitter, ITSJO and MACKEY. The group Twitter is at Big Grande UCB, by the way. That's also a thing that exists.
Spelled like it sounds.
Yeah.
I'm at Chosenberg on all the various social media. None of it is very interesting. And you can also just sort of Google Big Grande and find our...
we're on YouTube.
And find a bunch of pictures of
Big Sean and Ariana Grande. That was their couple name. At Drew Tarver on Twitter.
There we go. And Big Grande, do you guys have a regular performing slot, or is it every once in a while, or...
It's here and there. We don't have anything consistent.
Yeah, every once in a while.
But dude... Sorry.
We're inconsistent. That's what people do.
But do check out season 1 of Teacher's Lounge on Stitcher Premium, and season 2 is coming very, very soon. If it's not out already by the time you hear this.
April 19th.
April 19th. There we go. Oh my God. What day is it today? This is exciting.
March
15th. 2 days from now. So 2 days from now, there you go. April 19th, Teacher's Lounge. Eban Schletter, EBANSCHLETTER. Go check out EbanSchletter.com. Check out Eban's non-spontaneanation work, including Eban Schletter's Fantastical Musicorium, Eban's own podcast. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the show. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti! Get the closest, most comfortable shave you've ever experienced with Bull Goose shaving supplies. Whether you need a new safety razor, shaving brush, or shaving software, Bull Goose has you covered. They've even designed their own line of stainless steel razors called Asylum Shave Works, which are machined to the tightest tolerances right here in the U.S. Just visit bullgooseshaving.com to change the way you shave today and get 15% off all shaving software when you enter promo code PFT at checkout.
Hi, I'm Chris Gethard, and I'm the host of a show called In Your Dreams.
I had a dream that I was in my basement, and I very enthusiastically cut off my left hand.
Alongside my very good friend and dream analyst, Gary Richardson. This was a show where we started off, we said we're going to analyze dreams. We said people could call in, let us know about their dreams, and we'd break them down.
When I do have dreams, I call them like reality mares.
That dream made me want to throw up. That was disgusting. But I'll say, pretty much right out of the gate, things got a little crazy.
What are we doing? What the hell is this?
You're gonna put a fucking mattress ahead of our friendship? Find out what went down. Walk into the heart of darkness with us. It's like my personal Apocalypse Now. Listen to In Your Dreams, very kindly presented by the folks at Casper. It's only on Earwolf. It's one of the things I'm most proud of. Comedically, I think it's pretty strange, pretty funny, and I think you will enjoy it. Thanks so much.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, Colin Anderson, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.